Everyone knows when times are tough you must be made of thicker stuff. Well, everyone knows but Constanze grot, a whiny, grumbly, selfish snot. All her friends moved to distant lands. They couldn't bear whinging Stans. One morning, while moaning about being single, Stans heard singing that made her skin tingle. So through the shrub and back with a fright, there sat the most unusual sight. The Virgin Mary on a log, her feet quite bare, a blue sash framing her curly brown hair, with a bright yellow petal between her toes and a sprinkling of freckles around her nose.
"Come closer,"
said Mary with one hand outstretched.
"I'll help with your troubles, or at least do my best."
Stan said, "Well, all the boys think I'm simple 'cause my nose always runs and I'm plastered with pimples." The Virgin gave Stan a pat on the head.
"Who needs 'em anyway? Try this trick instead. Before bed tonight, lay your hands in your thighs and roll on yourself till sparks dazzle your eyes."
That evening, Constanze took Mary's advice and slept like a dream after doing it twice. She just couldn't stop, and by the next week, Constanze was broke and had nothing to eat. She went to the Virgin in a prayerful pose. "I'm starving," begged Stans, "so, I don't suppose—"
"Oh, hell,"
said the Virgin.
"For God's sake, Constanze, to get you must give. Do you understand me? But maybe this once I'll do as you wish, if you promise not to moan or bitch."
That night, Constanze awoke to a banquet of bottomless porridge and custard cream tartlets. She couldn't stop scoffing, and by the next week she was so fat she dented concrete. So off to the Virgin while wolfing a roll. "I'm worthless," moaned Stans, "a fat ugly mole." But Mary just yawned.
"I'm sick of this game. I listened, I fed you, and still you complain."
Then the Virgin touched Stans at the tip of her hood, and a storm of electricity grew where she stood. Wee sparks like fire zapped through her shoes, and then past her eyes, in the part where they're bluest. Mary felt her chest to check for a beating. There wasn't a murmur. Stans promptly was eaten. And revealing herself as a child-munching demon, Mary said softly whilst licking her fingers,
"These kids are so stupid, so easy to fool. I feel like a feast. Where's the next public school?"
So children, remember, all complaining denied, or the Virgin will have you roast, raw, or fried.